Hi ho, good neighbors. What's going on? It's Phil Russert, and we're here to announce the winner of the cover contest. We got one person here, so we'll try to give a minute or two to see if anybody wants to come hang out and watch. Hopefully, the people who have participated will show up to watch. I'm going to share this out a little bit. Get a few people in a room. We only have three. Right. Who's here? Especially if you're a cover artist, give a shout out in the chat, guys. Let me know who's here. Let's put this up. Sorry, I'm going to share this out. Get a little attention. Pop culture. Who's here? Ruth is here. Hello, Enrique. How are you? We're going to get into that. I'm going to show all the art and everything before we do that, though. Kind of tease you, but at the same time, I want to give the artists exposure and credit and everything. Angel is here. What's going on, Angel? Who else is coming in? Come on, guys. You want to find out who won? It's funny. None of the cover. Ruth is the only cover contest participant here. They don't want to know if they won. Glad to hear that. Very cool. Also, just a reminder: anytime I have a live stream, you're all welcome to drop your links to whatever it is you're doing, art, etc. As long as it's appropriate and as long as it's related to pop culture. Please go right ahead. Just sharing this out a little bit, trying to get some people in the room. Hey, Greg is here. What's up, buddy? Greg Johnson's playing his show tonight. If you're in the Connecticut area, go check out his band. Drop your link to the show, Greg. Give your info. Music is part of my greatest loves in my life, so go for it. All right. I want to get into this, so I'll start. But if you're part of the cover contest, I would hope that you would be here today. That would be cool. Anyway, I know that some can't, some have work and things like that. Real quick, I just want to show you, go over the rules. The rules were basically to share and tag and all that. But I want to remind you, if you join the contest and you didn't do it digital, you did it traditional, the rules are you are to send me the original art. I'm to own it, but I will pay for shipping. I don't expect you to pay for shipping. I will pay that. The winner of the contest gets to be a cover for issue 3, which is in production right now, and you will be on the Kickstarter campaign and the following Indiegogo campaign. Those who do not win are still going to get one virgin cover and one trade dress cover of their cover in print mailed to them on me. So you have a published credit. You still have those covers to show off in a portfolio, or just to have for family, or whatever you want to do with it. The other perks are your art. You have full legal permission from me, the creator, to make prints of your art and sell as you see fit. I do not want a percentage of it. The only thing that is required is you list me as creator of the, give me creator credit on the bottom of the print, or wherever it fits and makes sense, of the creators. Okay. But I don't want any part of the money. If you're able to sell the prints and make money off of the art you did, please go right ahead. You have legal authority. I give it here verbally on video. You're welcome to. I'm not looking for any percentage of it. Okay, just if you can make money, go for it. The other thing is, if you haven't won, you can be a print still on the campaign, the Kickstarter campaign. If not a cover, we'll make it a print with your permission. But I do want to reiterate and remind you, for you to get any of these benefits, I am to have the art. I made that clear. You send me the art on my dime. I will pay the shipping. Okay. And the last perk I will tell you is I am notorious for not being able to settle on one cover. Some of you are going to get a cover for future issues, but because of prior problems I had, I'm going to make this clear. I am the publisher. I decide what issue it's good for. If it doesn't make sense what's on the cover for issue 4, you may be bumped to 5, but you will be a cover. If I tell you you're a cover, you have my word, it's a cover. And you will be paid for that cover at the time I'm going to use it, not now. If I use it for book 4, when I'm ready to use it, you will get your money. And if you speak to anybody in the past, That has happened. I have never broken my word. My word is my bond. It's stronger than any contract. Now, having said that, I just want to show you real quick so you understand. This here, it was a contestant for the first contest, James Avila, and he is going to be on book 3 as a cover because it didn't make sense for book 2 for me for what was going on. So he is in fact a book 3 cover, and he was a cover contest for the first ever cover contest submission. So that's James Avila. Give him, if you haven't seen him, go check out his page. Great human being, really talented artist, has his own creator-owned series. It's awesome. My kids and I love it. Check it out. Then I want to show you Ray Acevedo. He did a cover for the first contest, and I didn't use it until now. He did get all these guys got paid, and we embellished and changed up the background because he had a city background. We wanted to do something different. So the main figure is all done by Ray Acevedo, the lines, and it was colored by Mato Zapata, and Mato Zapata added the background, and I think this is awesome. You got the newspaper of crime, and then if you look, this is a theater. See in the bullseye, that's the theater. This is a beautiful cover. They all are, and thank you to Ray Acevedo, who is also participating in this contest. So Ray can tell you he got paid for this cover. He will be part of book 3. Okay, so that's that. Why am I losing this here? Okay. This here was a submission for book 2. Dennis Chrysostomo, how are you? Chrysostomo. I always forget how you pronounce it. I'm sorry. I haven't seen you or talked to you in a while. I hope you and the family are well. I hope your studio is doing well. Thanks for coming out. So these were lines by Marco Carrillo or Carrillo. I don't know how you pronounce them. Sorry. Inks by Gary Giraud, and colors by Antonio Diaz. It's an homage. I picked up the wrong one, but they do put homage to Jim Lee Batman cover because there was the same pose on a gargoyle. So this is going to be a cover for book 3, and it was a submission for the second contest. So like I said, you may not win this contest, but that doesn't mean you're not going to be a cover. On Vu, she did this one. By the way, did I just put that on? I forget. This is on Vu. I call it the Puppet Masterpiece. It made her and Alex Sarabia, I felt, deserved the win for the last contest, and it was hard to decide. So what I do is I go by which one makes sense for the book that they were going for. And in book 2, Alex's cover made more sense. This makes more sense for book 3. So she didn't win the contest for the second contest, really mostly for that reason, because they were both so good. So it's going to be a cover for book 3. All right. So again, I don't waste any artist's time. You have my word. I don't waste anyone's time. What's this one? Kevin Stewart, who I had the great pleasure and privilege of representing. At the time he did this, I didn't. But Kevin submitted for the first cover contest. And this is Kevin's entry with colors by Mato Zapata, who colors a lot of my covers. He's great. If you ever want to hire him, I rep him too. So this is awesome. They're fighting literally off the building. They're going right off the building. So this was awesome. I love what Mato did with the spotlight and the moon. It's just fantastic. And Kevin's line's fantastic. So thank you. So this is just an example of what you're going to see, what can happen if you're part of the contest. Okay. Hey, Kenny, what's going on? Raphael is here. Ruth, of course. Rick, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for the support and the kind words. So let's get into the covers for this contest. Now, I don't make the decision by myself, but I am the ultimate decision. I'm the tiebreaker if there's one, and I will override if I think a cover is just exceptional on that level. Having said that, there's 3 of us that determine. I don't tell you who the other 2 people are because I don't want people messaging them for any reason in regards to the contest. So any responsibilities on me. If you're upset about it, unhappy, you come to me. If you whatever the case may be. You want to plead a case, you come to me. Don't bother anybody else. So the three of us looked at these, and look, it's always tough. I love to support artists. I do this because, one, yes, of course, it's a marketing strategy. It does bring attention to my book. That's no denying that. I'm not even going to pretend that's not true because I like to be honest. But I also believe in community. I believe in being a community and helping and support each other. And even though I'm not a big name book, I do okay as a small publisher just starting. And if, to some people, it's important to get a published book credit no matter who the book is. To some people, it's just fun to join a contest. And it's just a nice sense of community. And I meet great people through this. I discover new artists and great artists through this. So those are all kind of the reasons I do this, and to support artists, of course, as you can see behind me when I do my, I have my, I'm a big art supporter. So there you go. All right, so we're gonna start. I didn't show this yet because Aaron asked me to wait until he was able to do some effects and stuff. Otherwise, it would have taken away from the piece. This is Aaron Bess, who was part of the first cover contest. And he played off the Superman trope. He knows I love Superman, and he has her doing the Superman thing ready to go. I love how he did the newspapers in the background with the blood splatter and stuff. And he left room for trade dress and corner box, which is very important, guys. As cover artists, you have to keep that in mind. Publishers need to put their logo, and they can't have art that the logo is either going to block or they're going to block the logo. And 9 out of 10 times, the logo is not what's getting blocked, because that's what we have to push, is the logo and brand of the character. So please keep that in mind when you do covers, and that includes backgrounds. If you want something in the background, you have to have room for a corner box and logo so it's not obscured. He is going to color this in. I like it a lot. Anytime you play on a Superman trope, you got me. I love it. So this is Aaron Bess. Great a contest entry, and again, he hasn't colored it yet, but he ran out of time with the submission. Love it. Different. Again, the things you look at are, not just how tight the lines are, because art is subjective. One, you can look at an abstract painter like Bill Sienkiewicz and it's amazing, but are his lines as clean or as the same as Jim Lee? No. So that's not the most important factor. It's just one of them. Composition is extremely important. Do you know how to tell, to do a cover? Symbolism and the story you're telling. Does it relate to the character? Does it relate to what's going on in the book? And what does it tell the reader? Because the truth is, I could be the best writer in the world or the worst writer in the world. All you see is that cover on the newsstand or on the comic shop shelf. And if that cover doesn't yell at you and say, come over here, check me out, if that cover doesn't tell you a story or give you something you can resonate with, then the cover isn't doing its job. Because it's a visual medium. So those are the things we look at when we look at these covers. Okay, it's not just what I like. It's got to have all those components, because there's the fan part of me and there's the business part. And I hate having to make a decision, because I love all the people that have participated. I'm grateful to them, but there's always got to be one. But I do love this, and and it's in contention, of course. They all are. Great composition. I love the Superman thing. It's different. It's a lot of fun. All right, next. That's Aaron Bess. Next. This is Adam Garwood. He even elected to put the logo in, the lightning. He has a cartoony style, and I like it. I think it works, and I like the way he did the mask. It's a Chinese theater mask, and he kind of captures that Asian feel in the mask, which I think is great. Dynamic pose, city background, you can't go wrong. Really good. And he did all the colors and everything. I love it. And he captured all the elements. He's got her sword, her fletchets, the guns, both guns. Her claws. Fantastic. Yeah, and look at the moon and the mist of the clouds and the lightning. It's very moody. It's very cool. And he understood how to use the logo with this, which we would have to shrink the logo a little if we were to put a corner box, but it works. because I'm a publisher that if I can avoid it, I don't like putting corner boxes anywhere but the left as much as possible. Top left corner. That's where I like to put it if possible. Yeah, and then just the city lights. Great job overall. I mean, and he did everything soup to nuts. And just so you know, if it's only pencils, you can still win. Alex and won just on pencils. I'm not going to sit here and judge you. You're doing this for free of your time to be a contest. I don't expect you to ink and color. That is not necessary. I can have that done. Or if you want to do it yourself, you can do that later after the contest. But so no one has favor because they colored it over someone pencil. Again, it's all the other points that I made. But still, I mean, beautiful what he did. The fact that he spent the time to do everything is flattering, and I'm humble, and it looks fantastic. John Ottinger, how are you, my friend? John Ottinger joined the first cover contest. I forgot to show his right now. We just posted it recently, got like 140 likes. John Ottinger is a cover for book 3. John is an amazing talent overall. The things that man can do is inspiring, and I love his Dweor's universe, his Dweor's world. You should check it out. John, feel free to drop links if you'd like. Everybody drop links. So this is Adam Garwood. This is fantastic. I think he lives in Japan, by the way, and just a great guy. Beautiful work. Thank him. I thank him very much for being a part of this as well. This here, and I hope I pronounce his name correctly because let me just pull it up here because I want to say it right. It's Adisa Olamilikon. Olamilikon. I hope I pronounced that right. I apologize if I didn't. He did a pencil and then he inked it. He had enough time to ink it beforehand. Very dynamic. I love what he did with the Breath of the Dragon and tragedy in the background. And you know what? Most people have her with a sword and everything, but she does use firearms. She's a lethal weapon on every level. She uses explosives. She uses everything that it takes to get the job done. And I like that he put the gun in there. He changed it up. City background, nice details. Appreciate the entry, and it looks fantastic. Great composition. We can fit a logo up here. We can fit the corner box. So awesome. So Adisa Olamilikon. I hope I pronounced that right. I do apologize if I don't. Go check out their page and their artwork. If you see an artist here you like, hire them. Just go reach out to them and hire them. If there's someone I rep, you reach out to me. And so far, these are there aren't people that I rep. So that's Adisa. Fantastic work. Nice rendering, nice inking, nice shading. Again, I love the composition of her being large like that. Him full body. Breath of the Dragon. My character designs aren't. They're an artist's nightmare in some respects. So thank you to Ricardo, who draws them panel to panel, page to page, and doesn't complain because I'm not an artist, and I guess I'm torturing artists unintentionally. All right. That's the pencil version. I like to show both, give them credit. Did nice rendering, nice shading. He has look what he did with the hair. Very nice job. Very cool. Okay. And this one here, I like this one a lot. I like the symbolism on it. And my apologies. I want to get the name correct as well. Hang on one second. It's Carl Allen. I think it's Wiles. I hope it's Wiles. Forgive me if it's not. You got the theater curtain. I like the way she's looking back, a little sassy, feminine, but not sexualized, and she's just tough. And what he did with the hair, the coloring and everything, this was beautiful. What he did here was top notch, fantastic. That was phenomenal. I really like that. Now I do want to let you know, because credit is important. He took the images of the masks that I have. This mask was drawn by Rob Powers and colored by Chris Hall. So I just want to let him know, and he used those digital images with permission. So those were drawn by Rob Powers, okay? But the rest of this is done by Carl Allen Wiles. I don't know if it's Willis or Wills, but I think it's Wiles. Steph Wilson, what's going on, buddy? Steph Wilson's a cover on book 3 too. We can show that at the end because he was a commissioned cover. He doesn't do the contest. He's too good. And besides, they involve backgrounds. So anyway, just kidding. So this is Carl Alan Wiles. Again, he threw the logo in. He left room for the logo, left room for corner box. Nice symbolism, nice composition, very cool. I'm really impressed with what he did with the hair. It's top notch, professional, beautiful job, fantastic. Comic Fanzine, what's going on? Drop links. Um, Here we have two submissions. Charles W. Morgan, who's been a very big supporter of the book, a very kind man, great guy. He's got his own book coming out soon. I don't know if it's my place to say it, so I'll let him do that. Again, the composition, I love the way you got the city backgrounds telling a story. He's looming over her, you know, just he's telling a story, and that's great. I have room for a corner box. I could throw a logo there, and I'm not really blocking anything that's important. So, great job, fantastic. He actually wasn't happy with the first one, which was this, and he submitted this with more rendering, and the dragon looks more ominous with this. There's some subtle changes as well, like the arm here, and things of that nature. I put them both up because, to be honest with you, both of them have elements that I like individually. Like I like how he did the Breath of the Dragon, finish the gauntlet here, but I do like the rendering on the dragon. So I think both are pretty cool. I love what he did with the background cities. I mean, look at that. The city looks great. And he understood the premise of a cover. So good job, great job. And Charles is an awesome human being. I appreciate him greatly. This is, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right as well. I apologize. Chris Van Ryn. That's Ryn. Yeah, Steph Wilson. Now, Chris had given me 3, but we can only do one submission at a time. We can't have more than one submission. I apologize. We went with the one we felt best represented Chris's talent, and was the best of the 3 in our opinion to give him the best option. Chris has a cartoony style, kind of a Batman animated series, and I think it's a fun style. I like it a lot. I like what he did. It does remind me of an animated cartoon for Tragedy, which, God willing, someday that would be awesome. And I think he did a phenomenal job, and I really enjoy it. And here's another example that art style isn't everything, because it could be cartoony, it could be tight like David Fincher or Mark Silvestri. It could be abstract or more, Bill Sienkiewicz kind of lines. It doesn't matter. A good cover is a good cover, and art styles all vary. Steph Wilson saving the worst for last. Yeah, Dell. So this is Chris Van Ryn, Ryn, or maybe it's Ryan. I apologize for pronouncing it wrong. But I love what he did. I really do. I think it's awesome. I think it's a fun cover. And again, he's got the blood on the background. And she just, man, this is what I would pitch if we would do an animated series, if we would ever be lucky. So beautiful job to him. This is Gary Perot. I think it's Perot. If it's not Peralt, I think it's Perot. Forgive me if I don't pronounce that right. Gary is a great guy. I appreciate that he joined. I love what he did here. I like the dynamics of her looking back, like he's sneaking up behind her, he's coming up behind her, and she's like aware. And of course, the lines are great. The expression on her face. He drew the Breath of the Dragon well, which is difficult. Yeah, there's Corey. What's going on, man? Beautiful piece. I appreciate that he inked it as well and took the time. And Corey was one of the first people to submit, and he was on time and sent me the art, and just very professional. So I do want to tell you, that's another thing you have to look at with artists, not just the work they put out, but their professionalism. And I have to say, Gary is extremely professional. So you should hire him. You should definitely hire him. Beautiful cover. I like the way he drew her eyes. I like her facial expression a lot. It's not taken too serious either. It's to me, it's kind of playful at the same time that he's coming up behind her and she's like, "Whoa, what? I know you're there." So I like that a lot. I like the dynamics of the cover, and the lines are great, and it's a great cover. Gary? Is it Perot or is it Peralt? I think it's Perot. Am I wrong? If you could put the phonetic pronunciation in the chat, that would be awesome. I hate getting people's names wrong. I apologize. Um, and everybody drop links. Everybody, not just the artists that are on the cover contest. Everybody drop links, please. That's a rule in my show. Anytime I do a live stream, you have to drop links and promote yourself. Unless you're Steph Wilson, you think you're too good. So please, absolutely do that. Here we have Ian Miller. Ian Miller was part of the first cover contest. He became a print on the campaign. Great guy, great artist. Triple Threat Comics. Go check out what he's doing. He has his own series going on. Ian is very kind. When I was sick in bed for 6 weeks, he sent me a T-shirt from his company and his comic books, and I got to read them. And a really good story, a lot of fun. And Ian is just a wonderful human being, and I love the perspective over. It's not quite a third person perspective. I mean, first person perspective, but coming from behind the dragon like that, he's coming at her. She's ready for fight in the alleyway. Nice different perspective composition. Left room for a trade dress and corner box. Understood the dynamics of a cover. Because the cover, it's the lower 2/3 of the cover that you're really supposed to be bringing the eye to, other than the logo, of course, for the art, that is. So fantastic work. And he did everything from soup to nuts, including the colors. So thank you to Ian Miller. I don't know if you're with us, but Ian is awesome. And you should really go check out Triple Threat Comics. Ian writes and draws and colors and everything. So fantastic. So that's Ian Miller. This is Jason. I think it's Perot. It's Parrott. Maybe it's Parrot. I'm not sure. I apologize. Breath of the Dragon mouthwash available at Walgreens. Great cover. She's drawn really well. Dynamic pose. Breaking through the explosion with the glass behind her. I like how he did the blur effect in the background, because that's not where the eye is to focus on. He understands that. Left room for corner box logo. There's a lot of energy in this cover. A lot of action in this cover. I think it brings your eye to it. It's a really good cover. Jason, again, is it Perot or Perrot? I don't know if he's here, but yes, it's impactful. It's eye-catching. It's explosive. So great cover. Love it. Love it a lot. This, I mean, you can't go wrong with this, right? What is this? X-Men 207, Uncanny X-Men 207. It was a Wolverine. It's an homage to Romita Jr. John Kotsis did this, and I thought it was really cool. It's very gritty. Obviously, I love homages, and it's a great cover to homage. I love what he did with that corner box in the bottom of the dragon. That was really clever, really cool. And lines are great and fantastic. He stuck true to the character. It's very gritty, and it's a great homage to Uncanny 207. I like this piece a lot. Again, he knew, leave the space for the logo, leave the space for the corner box, and she looks badass. I love the detail he did in the hair. Just look what he did on the vest in her stitching. I mean, that's a lot of work. Very gritty. She looks battle worn. So fantastic work by John Kotsis, and I love this. He just had a birthday, so if you haven't seen him, wish him a happy birthday. He's an awesome guy, and he's put, I think he's president now of a publishing company that's looking for new talent. So go reach out, look at his page, and check out John Kotsis. Again, homage to Uncanny X-Men number 207 with Wolverine on the cover, tearing the cover with his claws. Beautiful execution, great work, awesome choice for an homage. Homages always go over well. Great job, fantastic. Here we have Kenny Calderon. I spoke of professionalism, and I'm going to tell you now, the man is a pro. He again was one of the first ones to send me work, and did he mail it out? I forget. Did I get it? I think I did. Yeah, I did. He sent it out right away. And he did everything soup to nuts. again, look, it's dynamic. I mean, Breath of the Dragon. I love when people focus on Breath of the Dragon a lot because obviously tragedies, the main protagonist, and she's my girl. But I love Breath of the Dragon. I appreciate, and I'm proud of the design, and I love when people give him a little love. I appreciate that. Hey Jay, what's going on? Everybody, check out Jay Sloan's projects. He's got some great books going on, and right now, Project Eclipse with oh my God, I'm losing my mind, Mark. I mean Ray Marek. Sorry, Ray Marek the third. I don't know why. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sleep deprived. So Jay, drop links to everything you guys are doing, yourself and with Ray. So this is Kenny Calderon. He did everything from soup to nuts. Now, Kenny Calderon was a participant in the first cover contest. He didn't win that contest, and the main reason why he didn't win was because I felt his cover made more sense for book two because he did a beautiful job of getting more characters on there. Kenny really did his research. He wanted to know to give the best cover. So he is currently a cover on Indiegogo right now for issue two. Kenny Calderon is awesome to work with. He's very professional, gives you top notch work, as you can see. Look at the rendering, look at the shot, look at the dynamics, look at the destruction. It pertains to book two. So beautiful work, the fire, the body, and look at the lighting. The way he did the lighting is top notch pro work. Beautiful. I know, John, it's not easy. It really isn't. She's available over the counter as a sleep bait. You would know, Steph, your Kermit live streams. Anyway, so this is a beautiful cover. There's a lot going. It's just the action, the dynamics. It's very powerful, and just the way he's got the dragon looking badass. I mean, I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is a fantastic cover. And thank you, Kenny, for always being a pro and giving me your best. And Kenny just loves what he does. He enjoys it, and no matter what the project is, he will give it to you as if it was his own passion project. Um, you know what I mean? It's not often, look, it's work for hire, and I don't expect any artist to be invested in my book as much as I would. That wouldn't make any sense. But I'm telling you, when Kenny does a cover for you, you would think he was part of the creative team on a regular basis or it was his creative IP because he just gives that much passion and care in what he does. He's a pro. He's an absolute friggin' pro. And you need to hire Kenny Calderon pronto. He can do interiors as well. He does sequential work. He's got books out there. Go check out his page and see what he's about. He also teaches kids. He's a great human being, and he's what's right in this community. So go check out Kenny Calderon. Lewis Perry, what's going on? How are you? So that's Kenny. Oh, why did this come out small? What the hell? Because I pulled it off of. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, you gotta be. Oh wait, zoom to fit. It gets blurred. That is a son of a gun. All right, hang on. View actual size. Damn it. All right, we'll save that for last. I got to get to that in a minute. Craig. Now, this has an interesting story, and this is Marianne Childress. And she's an up and coming talent, a very sweet person. She works very hard. She's got a great attitude. Now, let me explain the cover. So she is a very out of the box thinker, and I love this about her. I absolutely love this about her. This is a Michelangelo homage, which is right away thinking out of the box, which is fantastic. But the homage has a meaning to it. The painting has a meaning to it that fits tragedy beautifully. So basically, it's Michelangelo did this painting in the Sistine Chapel, I believe, Christian prophets and like Greek symbols on a ceiling when he was commissioned by the church. It has the Book of Time, and she essentially controls fate in a sense. The subject is shown opening it and having a sense of control. And the whole point of tragedy is trying to find balance and control of her life that she feels she's lost control of and has no say in. So for her to have thought out of the box, gone to Michelangelo, and done this is fantastic. And then, of course, she's taking the dragon, which is the Breath of the Dragon, as well, and it's Tragedy's mask. And she amalgamated the actual painting, which I don't have a picture of. I should have had one, with her lines, which she did a fantastic job on the lines. It is an interesting cover. It is an out of the box thought, which is wonderful. That she thought, I mean, that is such an important thing because after a while, covers look when you do as many variants as I do, and you're in the early stages of a book, there's only so many different types of covers you can do because we haven't introduced new characters yet. We don't have a history. I can't give spoilers. We're limited. And that's hard on artists because you can only do so many of her with a city background or the Breath of Dragon. It's hard. So coming up with different compositions and different ideas is part of the heart of an artist, right? We don't just hire them for their amazing lines. We hire them for their ability of the composition to come up with something new and creative. And Marianne achieved that in spades. She did a wonderful, beautiful job, and the lines are wonderful. And getting this inked will be awesome. And checking this out. So, Marianne, I don't know if you're watching or if you're at work. Beautiful job. Thank you for being a part of this. Wonderful job. Um, um, I haven't gotten that far yet, Rick. No. So, oh my God, this one came out small too. All right. This one I have, you know what? I'm going to show you this one because I have it. I have it right behind me. It came in the mail yesterday. Hang on. So this is artist Mike Purdy from Nova Scotia. Really nice guy, really great guy. This is the piece. Now, I love the symbolism. I love the sword with the blood going through the mask. Fantastic. You've got her back profile, her side profile ready to fight. The hair, I love what he did with the hair. It's really cool going up. She looks very feminine here, but strong. Look at the muscle lines and everything. The way he had the blade coming around. Great composition. Great lines. He did a wonderful job. Yeah, this is a great piece. Very appreciative of this and that he sent it before I paid him for shipping, which I just did yesterday. And yeah, fantastic composition. I love again thinking outside the box and thinking outside the box and coming up with different ways and innovative ways to take the same product over and over again is a nice indication of how talented an artist is. So that's Mike Purdy. Isn't she Purdy? So beautiful job on that. Thank you, Mike. This is Peter Vasquez. He's at work right now. He couldn't be part of this. So Peter did this with watercolor, which I always appreciate that. Watercolor is awesome. Dragon looks fantastic, and he did a really dark, gritty story here. And if you see what he's doing here, if you get what he's doing, if you know my character, this is very powerful, what he's got here. And he purposely chose these colors and the hair melding down like that into shadow. Yes, Ruth, all about atmosphere. And he did this because this alone is telling a story. It's telling a very emotionally powerful story. And Pete, he did a beautiful job of that. It's very dark, and I love it. And he did a great job on the lines, Breath of the Dragon colors, the shadowing, shading. Great use of watercolor. And again, this right here tells you what she's struggling with, what she's going through in her inside. So Pete did a beautiful job, and thank you for that. And just going all out with watercolors too. And that's the other thing. I want to make this clear. I'm a nobody book right now. I have some moderate success in the realm of being small time indie, but I'm not a big name. But you all treat my book, my IP, and myself with the respect as if I was an Image comic or something. It's very humbling, and I'm grateful and appreciative that you would do that and want to be a part of this. So to everyone that's been a part of this, you have my sincerest thank you and gratitude, because obviously you're donating your time to this, that you could be doing paid gigs or enjoying time with your family or just relaxing and watching Netflix or whatever the case may be. So thank you. Another one that came out small. It's blurry. This is Ray Acevedo, who's going to be a cover for book 3 already. So even though he's in this contest, he can technically be two covers on one book, or we would move him to another book or whatever if he were to win. Uh, damn it, this is too small. It's going to be blurry. I apologize, but it's very clean, very clear, and beautiful job. Look at the colors. I love her pose. Here's another pose, feminine and strong without being sexualized. Um, it's important to me. I've always been this way. I mean, call me what you will. Don't get me wrong. The woman's body is the most beautiful thing on earth, and I'm not uptight by sexual art at all. But when it comes to my character specifically, her strength has to be in her character. It has to be in her mind, her heart, her soul, her strength of will, not in the aesthetics of her attractiveness. And that's very important to me. Not just because I'm a father of two girls, but I've always felt like I don't want Wonder Woman's ass sticking out. I want Wonder Woman to be that symbol of power. Women's strength should never be first and foremost in their attractiveness, ever. It should be in their mind, their body, their heart, their soul, to me anyway. Again, I'm not against sexual art. That's fantastic. I think it's great. But for my book and my character, I don't. I want her to be feminine, because feminine, I don't know if we've gotten away from this, is beautiful, and feminine is strong, and you can be feminine without boobs popping out everywhere, in my opinion. And Ray captured that nicely here. She's very feminine. He knows how to draw the feminine figure. She's she's it's got attitude, femininity, and strength in it. And then the colors are just popping. It's blurry and it still looks great, like Rick said. And then he's got the brick wall in the background, which is simplistic, but yet it suits it. It makes sense. This is a beautiful cover. Ray always delivers. Thank you, Ray, for being a part of this again. I mean, Ray was picked to do a cover for book 3, and he still wanted to be a part of this, and I just think that's fantastic. So thank you. Why did it stop there? And this is the last entry. We love this. My family love this. Um, Ruth Lucas, who is a very sweet person and very, very talented. If you don't know, go check her out. So it's hard digitally because you may see lines blurring. It might be hard for you to see because of the video picture, but when you have it, you can see. Here's Tragedy as a ballerina in a ballerina pose here, and the pose is beautiful, and the dress is beautiful with the roses. And then here's her obviously mirror image as the assassin in the same pose, both standing in front of the breath of the dragon. First of all, look at the detail and the clean lines. That right there is beautiful. And look at the symbolism. It's beautiful. It captures her gracefulness, but it also shows her duality and her struggle within. This is a beautiful cover. I love this. This is fantastic, Ruth. You knocked it out of the park. You did a beautiful job, and thank you for being a part of this. And with color differentiation, this will really pop. If this gets colored, it would really pop to show the ballerina and Tragedy, and then the breath of the dragon in the background. So this is amazing. This is a beautiful cover. It encompasses so much. Composition is fantastic. The lines are tight, and again, it's outside of the box thinking. It's different. So it's fantastic. So that's wonderful. So that's what we're dealing with for this contest. This is the hell I have to go through to make a decision. And first and foremost, every cover I sincerely enjoy. I do. Every cover I like. But as a publisher, not only can I only pick one cover contest winner, but based on budget and etc., I can only pick a certain amount that could be a cover. If you were not picked to be a cover, I am not saying it is not cover worthy or the art is not good. I promise you that. I'm saying I can only limit myself for many reasons. Having said that, whoever doesn't win, one of two things are going to happen. I'm going to approach you and ask you to use as a cover for future issues of which you will be paid for at the time I'm ready to use it, not now. And it will be used at my discretion for what issue I think it makes sense with. And if you agree to that, then you can be a cover. Two, or you will be a print on the campaigns if you're not made a cover with your permission. Now, I'm going to reiterate, for you to be able to do any of this, any traditional art must be sent to me. I will pay for shipping. That was listed in the rules of the contest. It must be adhered to. And if I give you my word that you will be a cover, you will absolutely be a cover. My word is more concrete than any legal contract you will ever find. That's the God's honest truth. You can ask anybody who's worked with me so far. So, having said that, this was very tough. Oh, what am I doing? Hang on. I have to show you the last cover because it was too small. I apologize. I almost forgot one more person. All right. Give me 1 second, guys, because this is I can't exclude this person. This is crazy. Come on, you slow thinking machine. Come on. Sorry, guys. Bear with me 1 minute, okay? This is taking so long. Why? My daughters are laughing. Okay, here we go. Sorry, guys. Bear with me 1 minute, okay? This last cover, and I apologize to him for almost forgetting. It's just because it was too small at the time. His name is he's got 3 names. I know it's Kevin, but it's Kevin DeCastro. What is his full name and why did it disappear? All right. Well, anyway, this is Kevin DeCastro's entry, a digital entry. And this is just beautiful. I mean, look at the light sourcing, the glare, and the imagery and the position, and just again telling a story of her inner conflict and what's going on with her, not over sexualizing her, left room for corner box trade dress. He nailed all the aspects of a cover. So I apologize that I almost forgot. Hey, Chris, that's my cousin. How are you? Thank you, man. What do we got here? Stunning digital painting. Love it. Yeah, it's digital. Oh, damn, that one is amazing. Great work, Phil. Very proud of you. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Hope your family's well. All right, so this is Kevin. He's got a middle name, DeCastro. I'm so stupid. I apologize. I should have wrote this down. Here, I'll tell you now. Why did you erase everything? God almighty. He has a middle name, a middle name. So that is the final entry into the contest. So what do you guys think? Who do you think are the winners? You're welcome to put that in there. I mean, our decisions are made, but 3 of us sat down. I will not name the other 2. Like I said, I don't want them getting messages or being bothered by this because the decision is ultimately mine as the publisher and creator. I am the tiebreaker, or I override if I feel it makes sense. So I'm the one who makes the decisions at the end, okay? And so we sat down and we deliberated all week. I mean, we really, really, really did. We really, really did. And it was not easy because there's a lot of great pieces. And I'm just trying to get this guy's name here. Come on. Why must you do this to me? I'm sorry, Facebook is slow and acting up for some reason because they need it to be. I'll read your message in a minute, Rick. And Chance Wolf messaged me. Okay. I just want to get it's Kevin Anthony DeCastro. My apologies, Kevin Anthony DeCastro. Okay, that's his name, Kevin Anthony DeCastro, and that's the piece that he did. I'll put it up one more time because, or maybe I won't because this computer sucks. All right. So we deliberated hard. We deliberated well, and it ultimately came down to a couple of covers. And I'm going to drag this out and torture you all because it's fun. So these are the covers that we felt were the strongest in the sense of winning the contest. But again, they're all great. Ruth is definitely one of them. We thought is an amazing cover. Okay. And we looked at that very hard. Ray Acevedo, we also thought was, one of the top contenders. Kevin Anthony DeCastro, we felt was a top contender. Kenny Calderon was a top contender. And I hate to say there's so many. I can name all of them, but Jason Perot was another top contender. And John Kotsis, another top contender. But I'm going to tell you now, every one of them is awesome. Every single one of them is awesome. And I need to make sure you understand, if you didn't win, it is not a knock on your art. It is not a knock on your talent or what you did by any means. You have my word. I love every cover. I really do, for different reasons. The winner of the cover contest, and it was very hard, to be honest with you, because to us, the top two were Kevin Anthony DeCastro and Ruth Lucas. We felt were the top two vying for number one to win the contest. So the winner of the contest, but they're both going to get a cover if they want it, is Kevin Anthony DeCastro. Kevin Anthony DeCastro has won the cover for book 3, but if Ruth Lucas would be willing, I'd love for her to be a book 4 or book 5 cover. I haven't decided which yet, but we'd love to make her a cover as well. I would have it colored. She doesn't have to have it colored. I would have it colored, and it would be a cover. I am going to reach out to some other people as well that I would like to make future covers. John Kotsis, Jason Perot, Kenny Calderon, Ray Acevedo. And there's others I have to look at because if I can afford to, I would like to make covers as well. I want to say that Marianne Childress was very interesting to me, and I want to talk to her privately about that cover because I'd like to talk to her as well. It's just hard. I can't do so many covers and pay for everything, but I'm there are a lot of great covers. I want Mike Purdy to know too. He was also a wonderful cover that we really liked. We liked them all. We love them all. But we really have to narrow down things. And Mike Purdy, it was also hard to throw a trade dress and a logo on it. But you just tuned in. Well, you just won, Kevin. Kevin, you are the winner of the cover contest. Ruth Lucas was the runner up, I guess you could say, and Ruth will be a cover for future books. And Kevin Anthony DeCastro won the contest. You never emailed me the image, so I had to go off of Facebook. So I was I really hate making this decision because everybody deserves a shot, and I love what everybody's done. But you have my word, you did not waste your time if you didn't win the contest. And every one of you will get that didn't win a contest. Now, if you're getting a future cover, you're not getting the trade and virgin because you're gonna get your print run when we do the cover. But if you didn't get a cover for this one or future issues, you will be getting a trade and a virgin printed cover, your cover on the book, mailed to you on my dime. So you have a physical copy of your cover on my book. And I'm going to reiterate, you can take your art and you can sell it as prints. I do not, you have legal right. I'm giving you permission. I do not want any percentage of sales if you're able to sell it, but you must, or I will have a problem. List me as creator. Give me the creator credit on the bottom or somewhere on the print that is legible for people to see. That's all I ask. Okay? You have to give me creator credit on the print, and you can sell as many as you want. If you're able to make money on it, fantastic. You get 100% of the profit. I don't care. Okay? So I appreciate that, that you want to be part of this. I don't want you wasting your time. Kenny Calderon, I want you to be a cover on a future book as well, so I will reach out to you. And I want to remind you, some of you who have worked traditionally have not sent me the art. I will pay for shipping. I do not expect you to pay your own money out of pocket for it, but you need to send me the original art if you're to get your trade and virgin dress, either be a cover on a future issue and or be a print on a campaign. If you don't give me the cover art, I'm sorry, you haven't followed the rules. I can't do that for you. Okay? And the funny thing is, I'm looking at the art as it's coming in, and I'll say, "Oh man, that's amazing," and maybe that's the winner. And then another piece comes in, and it's just as good, or it's greater, and it's like, I mean, I'm fortunate to get a lot of entries on my cover contests. This was the lowest amount of entries we've had, and it was still 18. We've had 25 entries, so it's hard. It's very hard. There's a lot of great talent here. And I want you all to know that I am grateful and appreciative that you want to be a part of this, the work you put into it. And I'm going to say this one other thing. There are some people that their ego and their pride feel they're too good for a contest, or maybe they're insecure and they're afraid if they don't win, it makes them look bad, or whatever the case may be. I'm not sure. I'm not in their heads. But the fact that you all just want to have fun, be a part of a contest, it's not measuring your stature in the industry. It's not a reflection on your ability. It's just coming together as a community, having fun, doing covers. I think it's wonderful. And I appreciate you putting your ego aside to want to be a part of this. So I'm grateful to you all. And I appreciate you all. And every one of these is worthy. I can just only do so many paid covers because I'm not well off. As a matter of fact, right now I'm kind of financially screwed. But so that's the way it is. I am going to reiterate one more time because we've had so many, not many. I have one issue with this, and it's unfortunate. If I ask you to be a cover on future issues, you must remember this. It's my discretion as the publisher to use it as I see fit for what issue. It may not be the next issue 4. You may wait an issue or two, or maybe issue 4 or 5. That's my discretion. So don't get upset. And the second is you will absolutely be paid for your cover when I'm ready to use it, not before, because my budgets are for the issue that's in front of me that's under production. I cannot be going into budgets ahead of time. I can't do it. So as long as you're okay with those things, when I tell you you're going to be a future cover, I will stay in communication with you, and you have my word, you will be a future cover. Okay? So I've met so many people because of being a part of this universe. That is awesome, Gary. I'm so glad for that, and that's what I hope for, and I have too. And I think that's what's amazing, that we meet each other and we do that. Thank you, Angel, for saying so. I mean, I've had people offer me free covers, and I insisted, no, you take money. I'm not going to profit off your cover or use your cover if you don't get paid for your work. Sometimes people fight me tooth and nail and say no, and they get mad at me. But I always offer. You got to be fair to people. What you put out in the world is what you're going to get back. you know. So that's the cover contest. And I just want to say thank you again. I'm going to one more time show everybody's entry, give them a shout out. I ask you not to leave yet. Give them attention, give them exposure, give them a fair share. Look at the work. And if you're a publisher, if you are looking to commission artwork and you're an art fan, if you're looking for somebody to do your book, take a close look. You might be looking at your next artist. Okay? So, we're going to start again with Aaron Bess. We'll go through these a little quicker this time. Aaron is a great guy, and he did a Superman kind of, tale. With I love the newspaper in the background, the blood splatter. She's doing the Clark Kent showing her Superman, and very cool. That's Aaron Bess, Aaronbess. Go check out his page. This is Adam Garwood, Garwood. Dynamic, awesome. Look at that. He does full color, everything. He's got his own comic book out too. There you go. Rick, if you do it, I will ban you from my shows. Again, this is awesome. Adisa Olamilekan. Fantastic. Beautiful work. Check these people out. Hire them. Share them. Share them out. Share this video out for artists' sake, not even for mine. Carl Allen Wiles. Fantastic. Check that out. Charles W. Morgan, and keep an eye out for his book. Fantastic. Both versions. Chris Van Ryn, I believe is his name. I apologize if I'm spelling it wrong. If you love the cartoony style and animated style, this guy is your artist. You need to hire him and check him out. He can do you justice. I mean, this is awesome, and this is so much fun. This cover is awesome. We really like this cover a lot. Just so you know, all three judges. Gary Perot. I love her face in this. I love it. It's so much fun. Really enjoyed this cover. It's awesome. Gary Perot, you need to check him out. Hire him. He's available for commissions, sketch covers, etc. He's available for covers. Check him out. Ian Miller does everything soup to nuts. He's fantastic. Check out his Triple Threat comics and the books that he puts out, and he's available for hire as well, I believe. Jason Perot or Parrot, I'm not sure which it is. I apologize. I mean, look at that dynamic cover. Fantastic. Really nice guy. He's available for hire, I believe. Check him out. Check it out. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. John Kotsis. Check out John Kotz's page. Not only can you hire him as an artist for sequentials or covers, but he is currently, I think, CEO or president of a new or I don't know if they're new, but an up-and-coming publishing company, and they're looking to recruit new creator-owned IP talent that you keep your creator-owned rights. So reach out to John if you're interested in that. Very cool. Homage again to Uncanny X-Men 307. Wolverine was the original cover. John Romita. It's Junior, I believe. Right? Where's it, John Romita? I think it's Senior. Kenny Calderon. Got to hire this man. I'm telling you, he'll give you amazing covers, amazing sequentials. He'll give you his heart and soul into his work. Check that out. Dynamic, fun. That's a good one, right, Melanie? Look at that. We like this one a lot. Again, it's shrunk right now, but the winner of today's contest, it'll be blurred, but there you go. Kevin Anthony DeCastro. This is the winner of the contest, and a beautifully digitally painted cover. That's fantastic. So thank you, Kevin, for your entry. Marianne Childress, fantastic out of the box. Love it, love it, love it, love it. It's an homage to Michelangelo painting in the Sistine Chapel, and it's all centered around being able to take control of your fate and your life. And this is fantastic. This is fantastic. Check out Marianne Childress' page. Give her a look. Give her a hire. She's really good, and she's hungry, and she's willing to learn, and she just gets better every day. She's got a great attitude. great attitude. And I challenge you, go look up the, I don't know what it's called, the Libyan Sibyl. The Libyan, Libyan, Sibyl, Sibyl. Go look up the original painting by Michelangelo and compare it to this. And you'll see just how talented she is. Mike Purdy, again, I didn't have time. I didn't scan the original. It came in yesterday. Another beautifully done. Composition is fantastic. This is a really great cover. Very, very talented guy. Mike Purdy, I believe, is available for commissions, cover work, etc. He lives in Nova Scotia. Great guy, honest guy. He'll give you an honest day's work. Check him out on his page. It's Purdy, Mike Purdy. Hire the guy. He's worth it. Peter Vasquez, dark and gritty. He's available for art commissions and I believe covers. He's been on a bunch of Kickstarters lately, the past year or two. This captures her inner turmoil wonderfully. So fantastic. I have an audience here all staring at me. It's weird. Ray Acevedo, he's going to be a cover on book 3 already with something he submitted for the first contest. So keep an eye out for that with background and colors by M. Zapata. But he did all of this, covers included. It's blurry because I had to expand it. Beautiful cover. Fantastic. I want to reach out to Ray, of course. Few people could be reached out to. Fantastic. Hire Ray. I think he goes primarily an inker, but he's amazing, as you see, as an artist. Ruth Lucas. I love this cover. I love it. And to be honest with you, Ruth is just such a sweetheart. So this will be a future cover for sure. She agreed to it here live, so we're going to make this cover. I'll have it colored. Who knows? Maybe I'll reach out to Alex Sinclair and see if he'll color this one. So this is fantastic as well. And those are your people. Look at them. Go back and look at this video. Study, look at their art, and hire them. Support them. Follow their pages. All right? These people are trying to live their dream like the rest of us. Right, Bear?
Yeah.
Right, Kitten? Right. Up-and-coming artists. So support them. Let's be a community, guys. Let's get rid of the pettiness, the jealousy, the envy. Don't be jealous. Be inspired. Let's be better. Community has the word unity in it for a reason. Let's be a community. And just so you know, it's not a big community. When you do things wrong, it'll catch up to you. People will find out. It's a smaller community than you think. And people talk all the time. So let's do this. Let's support each other, right, girls? Let's take care of each other. We can build each other up, and we can build more together than if we do our own individual houses, so to speak. Right? And again, Gary, I don't know if you came in late, but we showed off the cover that you're going to have for book 3 with the rest of the team, Antonio Diaz and Marco Carrillo. So check that out. Check out Gary Giroux's page. Gary is an inker. He's really talented. If you have a piece that you need to get inked, a commission you bought, if you want your cover inked, if you want inking services, reach out to Gary Giroux. He's a good guy. He's talented, and he'll give you 1,000%. He's hungry. He cares. And that's what I'm going to tell you. You guys don't realize you have to go for the hungry artists because they're going to give you the kind of work that you want as a creator. They're going to love your character and treat it with the same love and passion that you would because they're hungry. Hungry. You've got to support the hungry artists. They're the ones that are going to give you everything. Trust me. All right. Wrapping this up, I am going to say one more thing. Tonight, 8 p.m., right here, my page, Facebook, live art sale for Will Pladen. You want to see amazing art? I'm not kidding you. This guy is Alex Ross level painting. Kick-ass. Crazy stuff. Okay? Oh, yeah, it's Pantera Girl. Rick called you Pantera Girl because you sang dan 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 re dan 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 spec dan 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 walk dan dan dan. What do you say? Are you talking to me? Now she's being shy. Yeah, the guy is so talented. But like you, like me, he's working hard to try to make a name for himself and get out there and get a following. So come on out. Even if you're not looking to buy art, come check out and just enjoy art with us. Talk with us, hang with us. Share it out and let everybody know. That is so valuable. If you can't spend $1 because you're broke or it's just not your type of art or whatever the reason may be, you can share it out so somebody else can see it and enjoy it. So I'm asking you that, please. This is a Legendary Illustrations presentation, an art sale. He is an artist that I have the great honor and privilege of representing, and we want to make him some money, and we want him to get exposure and increase his fan base, and we want him to live his dream as an artist. So please come on out, 8 p.m. tonight on this channel, Phil Russard's page, Facebook page. We will be live. We will take custom commissions. You can buy art that's there. We're going to have anything from smaller art to larger art, mid-tier prices, high prices, lower prices, paintings, pencil sketches, colored pencil art. We're going to have everything from Star Wars to classic horror to modern horror to DC to Marvel to science fiction to pop culture, everything. And I'm telling you, it's great stuff. So come on out tonight. Will Played and myself. I'll be the host with co-host Rafael Tavares Jr., him and his Barry White voice. Anyway, yeah, Rick is going to get banned if you keep that up. Keep it up, Rick. Rick is trying to be sharp again. I'm going to go before she goes nuts because she's going to get Kaylee.
Kaylee!
All right. Be legendary and have fun storming Castle. Bye.